what's poppin', wagwan YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are already part of my family, thank you so much for joining me here once again today. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Kara Selena. I am a practical nurse, and on my channel I mainly talk about nursing and health, but we also do a bit of beauty, vlogging, and lifestyle. So if you're into any of those things, consider joining the gang by banging on that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. That way you will be notified whenever I post future content. So in today's video, as mentioned in the title, I just wanted to share some misconceptions about nurses. There are so many theories, so many opinions, and so many, I don't know what to call them, conspiracies about nurses, about what it is that we do. A lot of people don't really understand what our role in healthcare is, and a lot of people just talk a lot of BS. And so I just wanted to come on here today and burst some of those myths. I also made a video like this for LPNs because I know there's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of myths about LPNs. So if you guys want to see that, it will be down in the description bar. But today we're just going to be generally talking about the misconceptions about nurses. Let's get into it. So the first misconception about nurses is that we became nurses because we are not smart enough to become doctors. And I just want you guys to understand that being a nurse and being a doctor are two completely different things. Two completely different worlds. As a nurse, you are a lot closer to your patients. You are a lot more hands-on. And as a doctor, you're very in and out. You're jumping from place to place. You know, you're assessing, you're evaluating, you're researching, diagnosing, and prescribing. As a nurse, you are implementing those treatments and administering those medications that the doctor prescribed to help your patients recover. But there's a lot of critical thinking that comes with that. There's a lot of, let's not forget that doctors make mistakes, and it is actually our responsibility before we administer a medication to make sure that the dosage or that the medication that the doctor is prescribing makes sense, because not only is the doctor's license at risk if they make a mistake with a prescription or with a treatment or anything like that, our license is also at risk if we don't catch on to those mistakes and, you know, really do something messed up that can put our patients in harm's way. So I want you guys to understand that we're actually supposed to kind of be double checking what the doctor is prescribing to make sure that we're not just giving anything out, because we can kill our patients that way. So critical thinking, definitely we need that. We are very smart. We know what we're doing. We are also medical professionals. We are just a lot more hands-on, and some people like that. Some people want to be more hands-on, and some people want to be more in the books, more on the research end of things. So it's not that we're not smart enough to become doctors. It's just that we don't want to be doctors. And let me just remind you guys that there are also different levels of nurses. We also have nurse practitioners who are also in school for an extensive period of time, who are able to open their own practice, who are able to prescribe medications, and who are able to do a lot of things that medical doctors are able to do as well. And let's not forget the doctors in nursing who went to school for an extensive period of time as well, who got PhDs, who are able to teach, and who are also experts in healthcare. So I just want to remind you guys that there are different levels of nursing, and yeah, like I said, we're a little more hands-on, and the doctors are a little more research, and not everybody likes that. So no. False. The next thing I see a lot of people think about nurses is that we're kind of like servants. People think that we're just there and that, you know, we're just handing out trays and we're just helping people eat and we're just keeping them comfortable, and, you know, that we're not really doing much critical thinking, that we're just more there for emotional support. And although that is very true, well, part of it is very true, because that is a very big part of our job, emotional support, you know, teaching and things like that. I just want you guys to understand that we do a lot more than that. We are doing medical procedures. We are entering people's bodies. We are doing invasive procedures. We're not just there to hand out trays and to help people eat and to, you know, just emotionally support people through their stuff. Yes, that is part of our job, but that is not the bulk of our job. Nursing goes way, way, way beyond that. We are not just servants. Just to mention some procedures that I'm able to do as an LPN, and remember, there are different levels of nursing, so the higher you go up in the ladder, the more you're able to do. But as an LPN, I can do catheter insertion and removal, I can do tracheostomy care, I can do IVs, I can do blood draws, I can do nasogastric tubes, I can do, did I say tracheostomy care already? I can do all types of swabbing, all types of testing. I can administer oral medication, intravenous medication depending on where you are, but intramuscular laser injections, subcutaneous injections, eye drops. You can work in aesthetics. You can work, there are just so many things that you can do as an LPN. So just imagine how much it goes up as you go up in the nursing ladder. There are nurses out there that can do intubation. We do CPR. We do, let me tell you, nursing is broad. So don't just think we're just out here chilling. We're not. We're actually saving freaking lives. A lot of times you don't even see doctors on the floor. I think since I've been working where I work, I've been working in multiple places, but there's one specific place that I've been at since I graduated. So it's been about a year that I'm there. And I think since I've been in that place, I've seen the doctor maybe 3 times in a year. And I'm talking about 2 different doctors. So I've seen one doctor, the female doctor, once, and the male doctor, I've seen him twice since I've been there for a year. When the doctors aren't there, I'm the one who's in charge, and I am the only nurse actually working in the building where I am. So everything falls on me. There's no doctor around to tell me anything or to tell me what to do or to treat me like some kind of assistant. I am working 100%. Now to get a little bit more on the positive side of things, another misconception about nurses is that we are just rich. And although you can make a good bulk of money as a nurse, depending on your level of nursing, actually all nurses make pretty freaking good money from LPN all the way up. But no, you are not rich. And before you get to that point where you're making like, you know, pretty freaking good money, it's going to take you a while. It is not something that just happens fresh out of nursing school. A lot of people think that, you know, they're just gonna go, they're just gonna do their LPN, or they're just gonna do their 2-year RN program, and it's gonna be like some quick get rich scheme. You know, it's gonna be easy because, you know, doctors are the ones doing, you know, everything. They're the ones who are smart, and the nurses are just here assisting. So it's going to be an easy program, and I'm going to get all this money once I get out. That's not how it is. You're going to have to work very, very hard. You're going to have to work very, very long, and you're going to have to, really put in a lot of sweat before you get to that point where you're making a good bulk of money. So don't think you're going to just graduate and be balling. Not going to happen. And lastly, I guess this kind of goes with one of the points that we spoke about before, but people think that nurses are doctors' assistants, and I just want to let you guys know that the only person who is the doctor's assistant is the physician assistant. That is the only person who is assisting the doctor. I am not a doctor's assistant. I am a nurse. That is my title, not a physician assistant, okay? So I'm not just there to just assist the doctor and run around and do everything that the doctor tells me to do. Yes, there are some things that we can't do without a doctor's prescription, but a lot of people tend to think that doctors are the one really doing everything and that we're just like standing by. I don't know. I think I kind of blame this on like shows like Grey's Anatomy, because you see like all these doctors doing IVs. You see the doctors, you know, walking around doing med pass. Let me just tell you something. You will never freaking see a doctor do med pass in real life, ever. Never gonna freaking happen. You are never gonna see a doctor at the bedside doing an IV. You are never going to see a doctor doing med pass. Like, you're not gonna see the doctor doing a catheter. That is not, you're just not gonna see the doctor doing those things. Who are you gonna see doing those things? You're gonna see us doing those things, because whenever the doctor thinks that a patient needs those things, or needs a medication, or needs a catheter, or needs any type of these treatments, what do? They prescribe it. And what do? We go and we do. We basically go and do whatever that prescription says, right? So no, the doctors are not at the bedside just, you know, doing IVs and doing blood draws. You're not gonna freaking see that shit happen in real life. Let me just set the record straight. And we're not just standing by, just waiting for the doctor to tell us what to do. We're actually up on our feet. We're actually critically thinking all freaking day long, and, you know, catching the doctors when they make their mistakes. Once again, like I said, those are just some of the misconceptions I hear about nurses. I know that nursing is very complicated. I know that it can be a little bit hard to understand, especially when it comes to the different levels of nursing and stuff like that. But nursing is very broad. We can do a lot more than what people think we can do. And I just wanted to set the record straight and make sure that that is clear to everyone, because we are really putting in a lot of work out here, and it is an extremely demanding job, not only physically, but mentally as well. And I feel like we deserve credit for what we do, as opposed to just, you know, giving big shout outs to the doctors all the time. Although yes, doctors are extremely important, obviously, and although they put in a lot of work as well, I feel like nurses are kind of sometimes left in the shadow. and we deserve a lot more than that because we put in a lot of work. That is it for the video today, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If there are any other nursing misconceptions you want to add, don't forget to leave them down in the comment section. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. If you enjoyed this video, as usual, like and share. And if you are not yet part of my family, like I said in the beginning, consider joining us by banging on that subscribe button and turning on your notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I post future content, and your girl posts content every single week, okay? So don't miss out. I'm telling you, will it over here. I really hope to see you all in my next one. Much love. Bye.